Are we working now? Yes, yes, we're working now. I don't know what happened to my mic. It just decided it was not going to work there. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream, and welcome back to our Scrap Mechanics Survival Adventure, where we are going to do a little bit more base building. So, I is my fan coming through that, or is my gain way too high? I don't know if the fan's coming through. If anybody pops in, if you can hear my fan running, let me know. Doesn't look like it. Might just be me. I am weird. So, what we're trying to do is we are trying to make this basically a giant concrete platform with a farm in the centre. And of course, it is scrap mechanic. It is about to become night time. I am fairly good for crops. I do, however, need to make another one of this contrivance. I also need to revamp this one a bit because I believe I have put this all needs to move back a square. So I think I need to do that. And because of the way it all works, I need to reroute all the pistons as well. So what I think I will do is I will move it back. Yeah, I'll do that. I will remove the bathtub, and I will get ready to build another one of this across this way. This. I think I've built these different sizes, but if I've done it at that end wrong, I can just redo. I can just redo. Let's go and stick the bath in the upstairs room. Because we can use baths to jump really, really high and apparently take damage. We also need to find a new home for this so that we can see ourselves when we find new shiny things. Excuse me. So, this this bot is it has used all of the chemicals, so I do believe I need to go out and do another chemical run. So what we'll just do is we'll just take all of this water out that we can, and we'll dump it all into this chest. We can just dump chemicals in there. We also need to make a chunk more chests. Because if we make a chunk more chests, we just see if that's oil, that's partly all my seeds. I just dump all this water in. Yeah, and that gives me to right. It uses two of each. So what I can do is I can top up on that. How much cracked stone do I have? One, three, four, five, six. So 1024 plus 512. So 1500 plus 24, 1524 plus 12, that's no. Oh, and there's just one missing from there. Right, so it's 1024 plus 512. Get 30, 36 minus 1. 35, 1531. And it takes 5. So I can make 300-ish lots of 10, which isn't actually too shabby. Plus, there's a possibility that should be there. That should be there. Let's do a little bit of management. That's fine. This is all modified stuff. There's a couple of thousand concrete, well, 1,000, just shy of 1,000 concrete in here. That's what, that's seeds, that's oil, and that's water. Right. So we can just go to the wagon. Can I get in the wagon? No, I cannot get in the wagon. Right, I really need to make some different stuff at different heights on this thing. Right, so we can just go book and book. Love to know why the truck always seems to go far over to the right. As long as we don't go past the tipping point, we can stick as far to the left as we can. There we go. Right. And that should allow me to be able to walk out here and into there. Might just have to take this section of wall and make it more in line with this. But I'll get there in the future. So, do you have games? Yes, we have games. Right. So I need to make a vast quantity more of these. So do we have glue? Yes, I have enough to make 4 chests. I do not, however, have metal. So I can make another 4 chests, so I can make one. I also need to make another one of these. I need beeswax for this, but this takes glue, but I can make that. I'll have enough. I'll have to make 4 chests. So, we're going to be doing a bit of this. And then as soon as we've got enough, we'll put one. Put one. So, yes, so I have just made a wee decision about the streaming schedule, and I have decided that the Wednesdays playing Game of the Year Borderlands, I'm scrapping it. Not because I have a dislike for Borderlands, or to do with any of the wacky controversies regarding the ethics of the company, but more to do with it is a game that I do not like playing solo. I find it more fun with a certain individual that unfortunately cannot play at the times that I stream. And that would be the woman that in just over 3 weeks will be my wife. So, and until we can sort out a time schedule that involves the small human being maybe as a grandparent, where we can obviously play together, then I'm guessing it'll be very much I am not playing Borderlands. There may be some daytime streams in the future. Again, they will probably be filled with vast quantities of profanity, especially when my partner is involved. She gets game rage sometimes, but that's okay. Everybody does. Anybody that says they don't get game rage, they're lying. But yeah, so I would like to play another playthrough of. Uh, yes, I would like to have a playthrough with of the Game of the Year edition of Borderlands. Now, I am going to make. There's a reason I've just lifted this chest, and it is because I want to pop this and pop this. Because for some reason, the people at Axolot Games thought it was a great idea. We're going to include these beautiful conveyor pipes. However, however, we're going to give you these conveyor pipes, but we're not going to give you a T-section. We're going to give you a 90-degree bend and a straight section. And it's like, yes, absolutely fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. But what if I want to? I've then got to use a chest as a T-section because it's the only thing that will work as a T-section. Oh, they take 3 glue. I can put it. Right, so I'm going to make. Stop that because I've got enough to make 4. So one of those. One of those. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, it's one of these. How much glue do these take? Oh, these take 5. These take 5 glue. Right. I'm not really wanting to do a glue run on stream tonight. Because you may get upset with me if I keep doing glue runs. Because no one likes doing a glue run. Especially when I can't speed it up. May start doing that on the YouTube. I may start actually editing my videos and making stuff just a wee bitty shorter. So the glue runs, instead of me trying to waffle and talk absolute nonsense through it, then at least things will be happening. There is method to the madness with me having just added this controller, because as great as it's right, I need to make sand. No, I need to make glass. Right, so it takes 10. So what does it take to make? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just make a pile of glass. I know I can pick it up at random places throughout the map, but ugh, I don't really fancy doing any hunting tonight. Well, today, in game now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 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 oh dear. I know it came up thirsty earlier, but come on. I need to, if anybody knows of a good heads-up display adapter, similar to the what's the split sight. He used it on his no scrap mechanic, Space Engineers Survival Impossible. He used one, but it brought up kind of a warning on screen a bit higher up than just the word thirsty or hungry. But I'm getting to fairly low. I need percentages. I would like to know my percentage of health. I would like to know my percentage of hunger. Okay, so how much, Richard? Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Interactive? No. Ah, yes, yes, yes. I have a spare elbow on me just now, so I can make 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 6. Seven, 8. Nine. 10. Okay, and what I do believe I will need piston. One piston. I am going to make a crazy contraption. Only because I want to make it interesting and I'm fed up of doing things the most cheesy way of. I'll just throw my crate in the water and attach some pumps to it. Yeah, it's efficient, it works, but let's be honest, folks, that is the boring way to do it. When I can do I have things. Okay. Oh, let's face it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That. Oh, yeah. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have that. I have 2 of those. That, and that. Now, what else I need? I will need bearings. Doth I have? Doth I have? I don't know. Right, so we are going to grab you. We are going to plank you here, because then I can do this. So, what we're needing, I'll just grab you just now. So, what we're needing is we're needing to use all of those pipes and whatnot to build a deployable. We need to build a deployable system for soaking up the oil. Well, not the oils as such, this time, but the chemicals. So we need it to be out in front of the truck, maybe 6 or 7 species, 6 or 7 lots, but go down quite far. However, I also want it so that I would like to be able to have it so that I could bring it in and then have it fold out. So you need to not be on the page now. Because this apparatus is quite possible to take up a chunk of space. I'm going to blocks. We'll give me some fancy ass blocks. Dump you in there. Right. Right, you're metal 3. Metal 3. Right. So, we want it to be able to come out. So I have 2 chests on it. So I want it to be about yay high. Bad. Yeah, I want you inventory, I want you inventory. Chests can wait. So, be, oh, well, it's only been 2 weeks. It's not that I've completely forgot how to play, but I've not remembered how to play all that well. So, right. Now, we have this. You can go 7 more, which is more than ample. Right. Now I need two of these. One. Well, this pipe's going to extend a good old chunk off the back of the truck, I believe it there. So, I think I may have to move it forward a bit. So, what if I move? Uh, there, block you off. Grab you with a hammer, grab me welding tool, and then I can stick you on there. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is unfortunate these don't stack. Okay. Oh, hang on. Can I be making these bigger? Yes, I can. Because I'm a twat. Or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that doesn't hang off the back of the truck too much, which isn't too bad. Now, I want that. Okay, that. Oh, wait, upgrade this on up. Yep. That's going to control the piston to go out to 7. And as fast as it. Right, what do I need? I need 2 component kits. Don't need this. I believe I also need one of these. Logic gates. And my component kits. And of course, I have used an entire day in scrap mechanic. So, that means everything faster, sir. Right. And then, second part, you are going to turn, once that's finished, you're going to do 210-degree right. No, you won't. I want you to go. That's positive. Yeah. Okay. Um. But well, that's a pain. That's. Then I want you. You connect it there. And I thought we get you again. No. I just want you to switch on those things, but that can happen because you will talk to that and that. Use both soak in. I think you actually, because I think I may want you to actually be 90 degrees to that, so it using his parameter. Go, you back it, up, you back it, up to that. Then use our sideways rather than that. No. 1, 2. So now you're going to get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's going to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, what I might just do just now is I'm going to pop these off. I'm going to pop one of these on. We will make another one of these. Just double check I don't have one hidden away. So that I do not. I should have something to make one. And this should be interesting. So rather than, I may even take those off because from a pivot point on the video. Oh. No, needs to be flat. I might actually need to have more of these. One, two, boop, boop. Right, then goes on the logic gate. You control the logic gate. You are controlled by the logic gate. What we're just going to do in you is we're just going to set you to 135 just now. Because this is going to be effectively an attachable appliance. I could have planned this better, but I suppose at the same time I can just have other chests. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop you off. Jump in the truck. Oh no! Who? Okay. Okay, right. She needs a counterweight. She needs quite a heavy counterweight. This is one of the reasons why I've built the way I have. Then, oh come on, you let me up there before. Because I've nothing in my hat. So I honestly need to build. Right. Oh, natural state's there. Let's bring you back. You should be 135. You should be 7. There we go. Shouldn't have to clunk it in like that, but okay, so we need to move it back. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to delete you, batter you with a hammer, so you're in. Delete you. And we are then going to put you here. You. You're going to go here. And now I'm going to block it. And then I'm going to go you. No, I'm not going to grab enough. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to scone you about the place. Okay, right, I'm going to put you on a left. And then grab you. That's it. you like that then. That is good. Right, so okay. So I now know that I need to make the stick taller. So choppy choppy. Oh, that is just no lost in fit anyway. Right, so let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Yep. Oh no, let's. Well, I just that wee, not just that wee bit. Okay, so what if we bring you to here? You are filling now. Okay, now I'm going to make that. You there. Thank you. And then. And of course, put myself right okay, so if I put my left here, oh, there we go. Yes. Boom. Okay. That folks. Okay. So, oops. Ring. Okay, so we can put that straight up in the air. And then we can go in here. That's concrete 2, concrete 3. Well, take a stack of concrete 2 as well, just in case it be. Okay. That seems to have the flimsy. Although this angle, I don't actually need the piston because I can just reverse it. So pop you off, pop you off. We can now grab you and pop you like that. And just chop you there. Grab you. There you go. We can see how far apart. Ah, so now if I take you off of it because you're causing problems that I caused. that way. Okay, so now I unlock the books on up to the bottom. Failing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine. Alrighty. Now, in theory, quadrilateral. I'll put you on a left. Of course, you're at 90 degrees. Okay, so I need to go push for you. Get up you again. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Double. Okay, these are level. And choose together. So that should all be one piece. That should all be one piece. Alrighty. There we go. I want one left. Here. Another 7. Boom. And then I can delete this one. Alrighty. Now you can talk to that parent and that parent. Check these are both. Yep, I'm set up correctly. Okay, and I want you to go red. 65. Something wrong. Right, so I want you to go that way 165. I was just needing more counterweight. Oh, come on, game. Stop doing the stickiness. Righty. Alright, okay. Maybe because of the way I built it, so they need to be venting looking differently. Okay. Perfection. Okay then. Right, and then I want them both to go red 225. When the button is pressed. Now we can set so to be job. Success. Alrighty. So now you just need to stop that. Okay. Cool. Next step. Logic gate. You are also controlled by that. And you can control that and that. So now, when I do that, cool. Right. So, yes. Oh, this is looking excellent. Oh, so I have to go back the thingies because there get. I need to do a wee couple of minutes break just till I've hyperfixated and I've allowed my fingers to go numb on my right hand. Now, I have designed this in a manner where it should be relatively not quite balanced, but I should be able to knock some of this off. No, I won't be able to knock some of that off and add more chests unless I move the contact points further down. We don't want to be doing that because that can cause problems. Just trying to think of other ways to improve the track. We now have the Suki device, which we can use to go and collect water. Now, I honestly wish there was some method of magnetism or something in this game, so you could have essentially parts that you can just go click, and I can use that part till I don't want to use it, and then take it off. Because as it stands, I really don't want to have to modify this or build essentially a giant tanker truck with like 40 of these, or building this again, building this whole contrivance again, so that it can essentially be taken off and back on. Oh, excuse me, I have a very, very itchy eyeball. I have two itchy eyeballs. Oh, but I think in the sense of this should work. Whether it does or not is a different story, but it should work, which is the important thing. Let's flick it to switch. it tries to go down into the dirt, so that's no, let's take it to 195. 195 is too high. 10 to 10. Right, 210 is going to be the point that's going to need to be. So just fat fingering it. So next daytime, we are going to go. We are going to try and get more chemicals. And in the meantime, I am going to have a little bit of clay. I bought an extra piston. Don't particularly need said piston. I've got it. In case I decide I want to do something else with the piston. I think what I want to do in the meantime is I want to try and flesh this out a bit. So that is too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what we're just going to do is I want to have essentially a staircase. Right, cool. So that is my template. So excellent. I can see that that is the right spot. Now that is not how we do. That's not how we do staircases. Balance. That's to the ends of here. So, yes. One little block here. Let's get the second one of that there. And in theory, it shouldn't actually need that one. Correct. It's almost wrong. There, we have that. So now we can just move it like this. I really don't want to try and do. I might actually try and do corner staircases as well, but okay. Just to get me through till I can get more concrete. And then just because I feel that it will slightly more. Here comes. Right. Oh, it feels so much better. Right. It's nice access to the farm. That gives us a nice wee point. Oh no, it's really tiny. There we go. Right then. So we now have the staircase that goes down into there. We need to try and work out how we're going to work this one. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh dear. I need to drive this off a cliff just to get it where I want it to be. So I think all we're missing for concrete is chemical. So the timer will already. It's not going to be long till daytime, and we can go and pick up a vast quantity of chemicals. And obviously, once we pick up vast quantities of chemicals, we can then make more concrete. And if we can make more concrete, we can, in fact, do more things. That is to have all of this area to here. Straight out, every direction, massive, massive expansion of concrete. And I know my computer will get unhappy with me. A scrap mechanic in gen will get unhappy with me. But alas. Oh dear. I'm glad I accidentally hooked up to the gas tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And pop you back in. Finish this. Fill the tank with gas. Need to make more gas with it. Oh. Right. T. You go more. You're in the. Right. Then we need to do a yeehaw. Nailed it. And we need to go pick up some chemical. Truth, we should be able to get probably 4. Which right, we'll be able to get 4. But we should have, yeah, 2 more on me. So yeah, I can get 4 chests worth of chemical. Which that's going to be really good, I think, actually. Because it's 30 stacks of 20, so 30 times 2. 30 stacks of 20 is 600. Yeah, I'm going to have, I'm still going to be fine. I could actually get 2. I could get 1 of water. Yeah, if I get 1 of water and 3 of chemical, that should keep me just sitting hunky-dory, actually. Oh, the front is very bouncy today. I think I dabbled with my suspensions. The game is not appreciating this contraption on my truck. Right, and just be like right through the middle. Follows to hell with turning. Turning is not fun. So I also need to get beeswax. Chest. Dog. Body cats. Some chemicals. Oh, the irony. Oh, there's beeswax. I can pick that up for you. Dude. Ow! Why? That was mean. Unnecessary. Dickhead. Okay. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's Scrappy Cat. I'm thirsty again. Deal with that once I get to the chem pond at the bottom of here. Okay, right. Okay. You have tea. You absolute walloper. It's your stupid heat pal. Right, so grind this up. Oh, no, I'm terrified. Oh, what's the point? There we go. Right. Oops. Dear Axolot, can I get a handbrake button, please? A working handbrake. I'm actually astonished at just how effective this is. Works really nicely. And we can just smash it. Seriously? What's that do? I have a truck. The truck is sucking up vast quantities of the very thing you just gave me in a crate. That's some loot. Right, cool. So that one done. Ah, that's true, they're connected. Okay. So now, if we flicker you, I don't know why I flicked you, but anyway. Put you, put you. There you go. Let's pop you there. You there. Right. And you should put Ah, dark crap. Okay, and then put you back. I am slightly tired. Eightfield Drive. Slowly slide backwards into a chemical plant. So you drive it, and then it just rolls backwards. I may have to convert this thing to electric drive. But cool. And we'll see if we can find. I think there's a couple of haybots. Oh, you are still stuck underneath it. Oops. Oh well, I'll get that now. I'll get that. Can't be bothered stopping. Right. What we can do just now, we can just pull over. Actually go to this chest and dump everything I don't particularly need to be carrying. I can just put that there. Oh, and then I can go to the region. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Right. Right. And then we can just go down to the motor. That's tricky. I never thought I just did. I should do the magical thing of warping part of the vehicle into the tree. That's an old scrap mechanic classic. Oh yes, that the game does not appreciate. This works really well. I'd love to know why one of my rear wheels is looked like it was spinning backwards here. Come on, nearly. Should be about right. I may even actually replace a couple of those pipes with more chests. This is actually a lot more fun. Well, that was an entire in-game day it took me to go and pick up a crate of water and 3 crates of chemicals. And all of a sudden the vehicle drives so much better when there's weight on it. The next time I need to figure out how to do it is it sucks to be that able. The next question is, do I build a lighter variant of this truck? This thing just chews through everything. Really fun to drive. A small scout vehicle would be nice as well, rather than having to take the Goliath vehicle everywhere. Although having the ability to just absolutely eviscerate everything you run into is fun. I may even at some point build a route. And a bridge to get across to that bit so I can expand this and finish building up here. Obviously, does this, am I going to be able to drive up there? But I can get up there with multiple carriers. A wee bitty, wee bitty, wee bitty. It does not need to slam me down into the docks. How much fuel did that use? Almost 20. Use 16 fuel. Okay, so we can just grab you. And we can Pop you there. Oh yes, it's the only way to get them. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's just delete all that shit and stand on here. Walk along. Oh no. There's a hole. That's too small for it. Put that in. So I'm going to do this. That's just getting lifted in because and both of those are full of chemical. So now I can go back to creating concrete on Mars. And anywhere there's space, because I'm going to use all of it anyway. Oh, everything should be little stars because it doesn't like doing over 1,000. Yay! Anyway, people, what did you, where did I look it upstairs? Doop doop doop. Boom. Ooh, miles away. Let's zoom in and we can look at the ground. There we go. I would like to thank you all very much for watching. If you've enjoyed Green Forge, please feel free to hit that follow button if you're on Twitch, subscribe if you're over on YouTube. If you head over to Discord, you can find me there at The Sniper's Nest, spelled the same convoluted way that 18-year-old me thought was the best way to spell it, because it was cool, because putting it on Y instead of an I made you awesome. In fact, it just made me look like it just made me look a bit of a twat. But thank you very much for watching, and I bid you good night.